Hi, Gemini. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color. This is your reading for the week July the 24th through the 31st. Okay, a few things. First is, generally, I used to only offer these readings for members. I still offer these readings for members. They are commercial free. Membership is $2.99 a month. Additionally, what I'm going to be offering members, I'm going to be doing live videos for members only. And through that, I will answer personal questions. That is my new strategy. And I know you can get very strategic. So, because I've been gaining subscribers and losing members, and it's like, well, something's got to, I got to shake it up. So I'm shaking it up. The other thing is, a lot of times I sit with my legs crossed. And it's just more comfortable. It's like I have it. But I have to say, when I purposely put my feet on the ground for this reading, and a lot of times I really have to force myself. You hear my squeak. A lot of times I have to really force myself to do that, and it's like I think it's really important to ground into the earth. I know it's really important to ground into the earth. And sometimes when we're all in our head, or we're like worried or nervous, or sort of I don't know, unsure, or feel destabilized, it's like plant your feet firmly on the ground, ask the Godhead or the earth or both to accept it and to ground you into it. You could do it with your root chakra as well, which is your butt. And I've been having there's a lot going on in me in my life, and I live really close to this very big park. It's called Bosque de Chapultepec, and it's enormous. And no matter what's going on, I go for a little walk in the park every day. It really grounds me. It really helps me to connect with nature, right? And connected with nature, if you don't live near a park, or if like it's really hot, because it is, you can grow plants, you could cook food. There are ways, you find a way. Okay. And if you can go outside, then do fresh air, say hello to the trees, make friends with the birds, pet your dog. Understand that the earth is here to nourish and comfort us, and she allows us to live in it back. Go and thank her. I do that every day, actually. I do that every day. I mean, not necessarily in the park. Let's say it's rainy and yucky out and it's freezing. I mean, not here, but when I used to live in New York, it's like I still ground to the earth every single day. It really helps. All right. And I'm probably going to add meditation videos. I'm not really sure how I want to do them. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I will. I have to get to it. I have a lot of things that I'm doing all at once. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so we begin. Whenever I say I in a reading, that means you. It's almost like I'm your subconscious. Okay. Uh, Clear thinking, new ideas, victory after tears, out with the old, in with the new, choices. This is like between the choices and duality and combining the things, it's your card. And then I get the High Priestess. The High Priestess is such a fascinating card. She's really about following your dreams and being guided by your dreams. And it's really about divine feminine wisdom. She also has the understanding, there's this understanding of how to create something. There's this understanding of how to bring together the dark and the light and create something that's kind of brand new. Kind of brand new. Because, sometimes she's the keeper of the secret, but sometimes she's the revealer of the light. because it's Isis. This is Isis behind the veil. And it's like the veil is lifted. And I feel like the veil is lifted because here we are in heaven, right? Or the Garden of Eden. And here's this clear thinking. So I feel like there's going to be something revealed. Feels like there's something really big revealed to you that's going to lead toward your how do I say it? Marrying the um the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, of your soul. Wow. Yeah, toward your passion, toward what makes your heart sing, toward what makes you feel comfortable, towards feeling loved. And this is really interesting. It's like I almost feel like there's going to be, it's almost like, let's say you work at a company, and it's okay. Um, but you'll be more emotionally fulfilled somewhere else, and maybe in a different industry, maybe the same industry, but a place that's closer to home, the people, um, or something that makes you feel more like loved, comforted, etc. Right? And then you say to your boss, "Well, I'm leaving. I'm going to go to the competition, whatever, or I'm going to go and I don't know, travel around Europe, whatever it is." And your boss is like, "Oh no, don't leave, don't leave." You're like, "I gotta leave, gotta go, I gotta go now. I'm feeling this calling. I have this intuitive understanding of the choices that I have, and it's really time to go forward. It doesn't matter like the past is calling me, and then it's a gift is being offered because it's like too little, too late. It's a little too little, too late. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, because I need to feel more in a sense of balance, more in a sense of community, more in a sense of I'm giving and I'm receiving, not one or the other. That's more satisfying toward me. You know what I'm also getting with I'm getting travel. I'm getting travel or I'm getting moving. I don't usually get that, but I'm really getting that. It's like, it's almost like you have an opportunity to move to a place with a different climate or different, and it's something you've been dreaming about and thinking about, and you know, it's a big deal, believe me. Um, but it's like once that calling is there, there's no stopping it. There's just no stopping it. Yeah, because I think in a different way. I think in a different way. I'm no longer being the tyrant of my own mind. That's interesting. And then I always throw three, and I would love to do, but I don't. I have a strategy toward moving forward. This is this is my destiny. This is like what's calling me. This is opportunities for stability and for there's like a new opportunity that's opening up here for me without obstacles. Wow. Wow. Somebody else ended on the Fool. That's interesting. Wow. This is like a whole shakeup. This is a whole shakeup. And I feel like you're being guided and you're being called. Both. Both. It's interesting because sometimes it's like sometimes you're getting pushed from the back, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes you're pushed out of a place of business or relationship or something. And then there are other times where you're sort of being like led and called and felt and you know sort of uh, seduced, mesmerized in a way. But I feel like it's both. It's very interesting. I feel like it's both. I feel like not only are you being pushed, but you have somewhere to go. And it's like, oh, I'm so glad I was pushed out because it's almost like everything works out. Okay, really interesting. And here we go. First of all, I have two aces. So aces are beginnings. That's first off. And it's two, it's a choice. Here's a two. It's not a two, but new light illuminated toward choices and creating with strategy toward your spiritual quest, not settling, moving forward very quickly toward abundance, toward a new opportunity, uh, and balance and fairness and community. It might be international. This is really turning your back on the past and going forward into the future in an enthusiastic manner, jumping off the cliff, taking a risk, and not being the own tyrant in your own mind. It's a five. So fives are the change, and fives are also perspective. So I feel like there was this perspective in a way. It's like, well, I've got to go help this one defend their land because their land is next to mine. I know it's a little weird. But now that that's done, and he was so ungrateful, I'm going back on my own way. I'm going back to the farm. I'm going back to my doing what I do. It's almost sometimes it's like, you work for a company for a long time and you did everything for them and and then there's no gratitude. And it's like, I'm done. I'm gonna go where the love is. And for me, like this whole process of being in Mexico and just everything I've gone through here has been this incredibly profound understanding, and I hate the word lesson, but it's kind of been this lesson or this opportunity, let's say, to see myself in certain positions as I've been here and thinking and feeling, this isn't enough for me, or this doesn't hold love for me. This is not a place I feel comfortable. This is not, I don't feel safe. I don't feel loved. I don't feel understood, heard, uh, protected, comforted. And whenever those situations have come up, I have picked my you know what up immediately and left, which is very new territory for me. Because a lot of times in my life in the past, I've really settled and I've really suffered and I've really not taken as good care of myself as I had the opportunity to. And something has definitely shifted with me. And I'm really grateful for it. But it's growing pains. It really is growing pains. It's new action and new thought. And it's kind of it's almost like you start a new job and you don't feel like you have the skills, right? And it's like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. And then, you know, because you put your foot in the water, it's like, oh, I'm kind of figuring out how to do this. It's a little bit like that. And I feel like that's the energy I needed to tell you. And so I think that's what's going on. I feel like you're being pulled in a different direction toward a self-care and toward a something that's more emotionally fulfilling and more community minded and more balanced. And it might be really strange and really uncomfortable, but it's like it, you don't. It's like that's the road that's in front of you. That's what I'm getting. All right, blessings. Please become a member, and I will be doing the. I'm going to do another video before the new moon triple conjunction. I wish I had sound effects. I mean, aside from the traffic, I wish I had like a little sound boost. I would love to do like all these drama sounds. It'd be so much fun. Because the truth of the matter is, my mind thinks in a cartoon. Maybe I watched too many cartoons as a child, but I was sort of like, my mind really thinks in terms of it's a cartoon. All right, blessings.